let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. So, all right. So, Deshaun Watson, and see, I hate when people do this right here. Why do you even put Deshaun Watson against Shedeur when
Huh?
Deshaun Watson ain't even playing?
That is crazy.
Like, he ain't even playing right now. Why are y'all putting Deshaun
I
Watson?
they done moved on from Deshaun Watson. I don't think he has a chance.
Yeah,
No.
he's not even gonna play. So why you do this? Why you don't put Shedeur against Joe Flacco? You know. So
Yeah,
like I just why you don't
I,
put Shedeur against Pickett?
I, man, I don't know, man. I don't know why people stir up foolishness like this. Like,
The reason they do this is because
This is
one
a
of these
story.
dudes is the future of the Browns, bruh. It ain't Pickens, it ain't Flacco, it ain't Gabriel. It's either Deshaun Watson or Shador Sanders. That's why this particular thing is proposed because one of them gonna be the future. Either Shador gonna ball, they gonna keep him, or they paying Deshaun all that money, he gonna get his spot back next year. It's
Mm-hmm.
one or the other.
I
But right
think,
now, Deshaun
I,
can't run, so
I
Shador,
think,
bro,
I think they're gonna cut Deshaun Watson. Like that's where
man,
all arrows is pointing for them.
they can't.
Because if
That's too
listen,
much money.
listen, no,
When did?
listen. It's
Mm-hmm.
only a 35 million dollar cap hit this year. If they wait until next year and he doesn't perform and they decide to cut him next year, guess what that cap hit is? $80 million. No team is gonna go under the salary cap that much. So I think they'll get rid of him this year. That's just my opinion.
Either way, they gotta pay him, man. They gotta pay
Yeah.
him either way, whether he
Mm-hmm.
on the team or not. They still gotta pay him. That's the thing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sucks about the whole situation.
Everything is guaranteed, right?
Yeah, his stuff fully guaranteed. Oh, man, what'd he say?
God dang, 180,
Yeah.
Cap hit, year
140, and
one,
81.
180, year two, 140, year three, 81. Hell no, ain't no 180.
Oh, it's not no 180.
180,
You just look
140,
it
and
up. It's
81.
30.
Bro,
It's
do the
30.
math on
Like
that.
35 this year, 80 next year, and then it goes down to like 40 something in year three.
Alpharu,
181 million? How? He shot for
Alpharu,
like
how you where you
240.
get these stats from, Alpharu? But that's a lot of money right there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know next year though, Rome. That's true. It's 80. It's $80 million cap hit. If they allow him to stay on the team this year and
Yeah,
Good
cut him next
God.
year, it's $80 million. You can go look it up.
that's crazy, man.
It's a lot
That's
of bread
bro.
to
That's
be
insane.
sitting out.
But but I don't like the fact like because the shot ain't even a factor though. Like they already done said they done moved on from him. He injury
That's what.
prone.
That's Marie. That's the total that they have to pay him. That's the total that they have to pay him. That's not going to be on the cap. That's not going to be on the cap. $181 million. That's not going to be on the cap.
It's a lot of bread.
Nah.
Yeah.
What was you saying, Tiger? You don't like it
Like
because he
because the
ain't
shot they
playing?
already said the owner already done said they moving on from him and so he's not gonna be playing. So why won't you use the guys that actually will be competing against Shador? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Use those guys.
because with those guys, it's an easy no brainer. It's a no. It's a Shador's better than all of them dudes. So I mean, I get what you saying, but at the same time, he's better than them. To me, to a lot of other people, maybe not to the Browns though. They picked Shador live. He was a live option. It seemed
Yeah.
like that the
I'm
Cleveland
trying to.
Brown YouTube channel said 181 million cap. Damn.
Let me see. Can I grab this and put it in the comment section?
Y'all comment down below who y'all think better, Deshaun. Now, Deshaun Watson obviously is the best quarterback on the roster, but he can't play.
Yeah, and I wonder what he's going to be like without his legs, because he tore it twice.
Yeah.
There we go.
$39,971,514 and a dead cap value of 167,134,892. God,
Yeah, that's some different kind of money right there, dog. Like I ain't even.
how
I,
do you pay somebody this much? Like, what the heck?
after he got out on allegations, I don't understand it. Like you, it seems like you could have got him for a bargain after all them allegations. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, good. That's good for Shedeur though, because he see that the Browns is willing to cut that check.
Then they
So
don't
if
cut a
he
check
can
for two
ball,
players too. They cut it for Miles Garrett too. So hey,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
if he can ball, he can get that bread that he missed out on, man.
And
They crazy as hell for not taking Travis Hunter. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Yeah, bro. You could have had Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders, bro.
That's
But I
the
guess
uh,
league, man.
the
The
league didn't want
league, yeah, the
Yeah, the
league
league
so
put.
wasn't having that. That's like
uh,
when they veto Chris Paul from going to the Lakers. They wasn't having it.
all right, so let's get to the main story now with like the second main story. So Shedeur Sanders, how do y'all feel like this is gonna play out? Because now they saying Cleveland saying it's going to be an open competition where everybody gonna get the same amount of reps. And that's what I was saying at the beginning. I was like, I don't think they're gonna give Shedeur the right like amount of reps. I don't care how talented you are. If you only get 2 reps, because I've seen in the preseason where one guy get the first quarter, another guy get the second quarter, and some of the third. Then you have the third string and the fourth string. They'll split the fourth quarter. Then in the fourth quarter, say if Shedeur would have got in the fourth quarter, he'll be getting the plays when they just running the ball. So he might throw the ball one time. So I thought they were gonna do that to him and just put him in a bad situation. But the coach is now saying everybody gonna get equal snaps. Do y'all believe it?
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
already is showing and proving that he's the best quarterback by far that the Browns have.
Yeah, they have to do it. Unfortunately, I mean that's not how it works. That's not how it's supposed to work. But they have to because the person who's supposed to get the least amount of slaps is the best QB. So they got to be like, oh, okay, well, we're just gonna give everybody even amount of snaps because they know Shador their best option. So they can't do it the traditional way. I think he gonna get his time to shine, man.
Yeah, I
And
just
he,
don't want him to start the season off, bro. Like,
you don't want him to what?
I don't want him to start week 1.
Oh no, I don't want him to start to like week 5, 6. Really,
Yeah,
if
I'm
I'm
with you,
being
Ron.
honest.
I'm with you.
Be,
I
be
fuck
wise
with.
about he want to see in week 2 against the Ravens. And he was like, I'm ready for what's
Yeah,
my man name? What's the quarterback?
he want to watch Shador get killed.
No, what's the quarterback for the Ravens? I can't think of his name right now.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. He like we ready for Lamar. I'm like, be wise. He ain't playing against Lamar. He playing against that defense. He
Yeah,
playing against one of
man.
the best defenses in the
Now,
league.
now he'll play. Now, if it goes how me and Rome just said, he'll be in there in time enough to play against Lamar the second go around. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
second
first
time
go
around,
around,
I'm cool with that.
Actually, I want to just see when he play against Ken Ward. If the first game when he play against Ken Ward, if he get it out there, that's week 7, I think. I'll be cool
Oh,
with
it
that.
is.
You
They
know
Yeah.
how
already
they
on
got no
schedule.
primetime games, Tennessee or Cleveland? I guarantee you, if Shador starting for that game, that's
They
somebody
go,
getting
yeah,
bumped. That
they
game
gonna
gonna be
change it to
prime
a
time.
Thursday game or something.
I think he's gonna start week
That
5.
mug might be Sunday night because they gonna bump somebody. That game gonna be prime time.
Bro, I think he's gonna start week 5 against the Vikings because the fans already over there in London. They already is like raving for Shador to play, bro.
I
Yeah,
heard that.
The Browns ain't gonna do that though. Like they gonna start him at home. They ain't gonna start him out the country for sure
No,
because
but
him
that's
starting is
that's
such a big
that's an
deal. They'll
even
miss out
playing
on so much cheese.
That's an even playing field, though. Nobody has home advantage over there.
And see
But
that
having to
that
go to London for your first game, man, I just think it's too much. But I feel you. I would rather him start after that game for real.
dang, they say yeah, week Tennessee is the week 11 game. I thought it was week 7. Damn, week 11, that's kind of deep. Season
Just
about
think if
over.
they like 6-5 right there, he start. win the next 6 games, they get in the playoffs. Oh, let's go, man. I'll take it.
I'm
I'll
telling
take it.
you. But look, I ain't gonna trip if they lose a lot of games
I don't
and
see
then
them
and then they
playoffs.
get a high if they get a high draft pick and they got two more draft picks in the first round, they can totally change the whole image of their team next year.
Yeah, they got to get old boy from Ohio State, man.
But but tell me this:
Yeah, my
Receiver, right?
how can you
Yeah.
pay three first
yeah,
rounders?
but he don't come out next year though, Ron.
Oh, this is.
The
Oh, it's
show
only his
don't,
second year. You're
This
right.
is sophomore year right here
show
coming.
Damn. What
don't.
about even a boy from Alabama? It's only his sophomore year too, huh?
Yeah, coming up. Yeah.
Damn. Oh, you said how
Uh,
you pay for three first rounders?
yeah, if you already got this big contract with Deshaun Watson, and then you got to pay for three more first rounders next year, they might trade out. They might trade back.
Well, first rounders is different than lottery picks. So once you get past that top 7, 8, that money drop drastically. So they'll be straight. It's only the top 5 that really get crazy bags for real.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
So they'll
uh,
have to pay that one that they
coming
got.
here after we needed him.
ah. So so real quick, y'all, real quick.
What's up, little
All
bucket?
right, so this little segment of the show right now is about Shedeur. Will he get a fair shot? The Bucket want to know what we talking about.
Yeah, we
Um,
needed you, Bucket.
yeah, like will he get a fair shot? And the coach they coming out saying that this is what I was worried about. Shedeur is gonna get a fair shot. Now, when I see, cause Rome, we was talking about the number and everything the other day. Nike had some stuff to roll out, but they couldn't roll it out. So,
Mm-hmm.
but when I see this right here, when they taking the pictures or whatever, and he got on them primes, I'm like, dog, that's crazy. When you wear your
Yeah.
daddy's shoes, the NFL can hate. They can say all they want to say. When you wear your daddy's shoes on the rookie, and it's probably some more people that got his daddy's shoes on.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's so much attention beating on that door and beating on the windows. You gotta kind of play Shedeur. You have to put him in there. And did y'all pick up what was said with Shedeur and the running back right here? Did y'all see what was going on?
Yeah, where he told him to make sure he had his socks on right.
Yeah, like you see his socks on that right foot. You see how he had them socks on right there. He was going to go out there like that. And
No,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have him on at all at first, Tiger.
yeah, see, he don't have the sock on that one. He don't got the socks on with the little stripes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't have him on at all. And Shador warned him, like, bro, you gotta have those socks on.
Yeah, so that's what. And yeah, so he told him so that. Buddy, I don't know if y'all caught it. Shedeur was like, man, I mean, what's his name? What's the running back name?
Junkins.
Good.
Junkins. Quinshawn Junkins.
He was like, man, you stupid. Like that's what he told Shedeur. You stupid. And Shedeur was like, all right, man. Like Shedeur didn't let that bother him. Like, dog, and this is what Junkins got to understand. Dog, you talking to Shedeur, you on camera, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything you say, this could hurt your branding, everything. Like you got to choose your words. And remember, we did Shedeur the same way, y'all. And I'm just not trying to pile on Buddy. Remember when Shedeur Travis was playing a video game, and I was like, Travis, you can't just be cussing and get mad and saying anything. I know you're playing a video game, but
Yeah.
they watching this, y'all streaming this stuff. They finna talk about all this stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, y'all, once you get around Shedeur, bro, everything heightens. Everything you say, everything you do, people can pick it apart. Like with this sock thing right here. Normally, this ain't even an issue. Now we know about this. So, hey, y'all got to pick y'all game up. Shedeur finna make the whole Cleveland organization have to pick their game up. I just want y'all to let that sink in.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Shador a
because
good teammate too,
eyes
though, man. He always been a good teammate. I don't know why people be trying to.
is not a dump no more. Now all the eyes is on Cleveland.
Man, I can't wait till he come with them Brown Jones. When you see where it got the white on the cleat, go back to that pic you just showing, Tiger.
Man, my
Well,
dog
this,
Shedeur got
what you
that
talking
they
about
got
this?
that swag to him, you
He
feel
got
me?
that drip. Yeah, that one right there. No, go back. When he come where the cleat is white and that's gonna be brown and
Hey,
then the
them hoes
orange,
so hard, bro.
man, them mugs finna
Uh,
kill the game.
when you talking about the Brown gonna be
Where
with
the
white is
white
that?
is,
Like
it's
where
gonna
the
be
white
that
is, yeah.
Cleveland Brown.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, kill it.
But see, I remember what you were saying. Are Nike holding off because
They got
he
to.
he probably would have wore his tools
Mm-hmm.
if he would have had the right jersey right here. but now we gotta wait until we figure out what the number gonna be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it made no sense to drop if he ain't starting
He
yet. Wait till you
probably,
start, then drop him. It's gonna
yeah,
go crazy.
exactly. I mean, he's
yeah.
probably not going to release it until he start.
But
Now,
he
does
So
this
you
inked
would,
the
make
deal
sense?
with him. He go ahead.
Does this make sense? You know, we talked about how Shannon Sharp just go ahead and pay. Does this make sense if Shedeur gonna make about I don't know how much money he gonna make off his shoe deal? Just tell old boy like, look, man, I'll give you 500. Let me get the two. And just move on. Cause he
You
gonna
know,
make that money with the Nike deal.
No, he said he ain't buying
Yeah,
nothing.
bro,
it's pride.
Tiger, you know what's so crazy, bro? Niggas in the NFL already wear his shoes, bro. Like Isaiah Likely, he wear Coach Brown shoes all the time,
Yeah, it's a lot of
Yeah.
players that do.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he gonna see somebody in every game he go to. They gonna have his pop shoes on. They probably gonna try to get him to sign. I'm like, it's gonna be crazy. He say even Flacco or Kenny Pickett start.
Man, can you
Man,
imagine
everybody gonna be going to
players
try after the game over. They gonna look for Shedeur, bro. He might not
Rome?
have
Facts,
Can
played
you
not one
imagine
facts.
snap.
players want to walk up to him after games and swap jerseys with
I'm
him?
telling you, it's gonna get crazy as soon as they start chanting his name at halftime and during breaks. They gonna start chanting
Yeah,
his name. They gonna have to put him on the field.
bro. If
So
Cleveland gonna be trash, bro, they might as well go on and they're gonna play him, dog.
Facts,
Like we're
Dre.
saying, week
Facts.
5, 6, he gonna play earlier than that, bro. They ain't gonna have no choice, especially with Joe Flacco get out there.
And bump
Man,
I said game 4 or bye week, bro. That's what I say. Game 4 or bye week. He'll start.
long as he in there by week 11, I'm good,
I
man.
ain't mad
Long
at
as he
that
get to
though,
go
Buck.
head to head with Cam, I'm
He
good.
for sure gonna get in before then,
As
for sure.
long as a bucket, as long as he don't start week 1, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Week
I'm for
week
sure.
four, week four, that's perfect for me. I got him at week 5,
I wanted to be
but week
ready,
four, that's
man.
perfect.
Just, just ready, because I mean, this is the first season without his dad coaching him. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's gonna need time to adjust there, like to
Yeah,
get comfortable.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
yeah.
I mean,
It's
I
like
just
with
think the
oh, you go
biggest
ahead.
thing is the jargon with the playbook when they be saying all that in right slot, double tree, N80 on 4 height. You know, that's a lot of shit to remember,
Yeah,
bro.
it's a lot of
And,
Yeah,
verbiage. It's
and
a lot.
bro, I'm
Shador
finna.
talk
Yeah.
kind of, Shador talk with that southern slang. So,
Mhm.
that I think that's the biggest thing he gonna have to deal with right there, just the verbiage.
Man, we finna find out who Deshaun Watson is, man. If he don't come grab my boy, take him under his wing. I mean, you're not playing, dog.
Nah,
They already talking about getting rid of you, and you already got
I
your
don't want
money.
him nowhere
Man,
that
Deshaun
bad.
Watson is a baller, man. I
Yeah,
don't care what nobody
and
say.
Deshaun
Man,
Watson, he a
Deshaun
good,
look,
Watson is a certified
oh,
baller, dog.
Man, I don't know about
Deshaun
that.
Watson,
certified
What?
baller, and
he
he
Nah.
was
probably
a good
what,
dude.
I don't
what,
think he can keep up with today's time, bro. He ain't messing with no Josh Allen,
Today's
Lamar
time.
Jackson. You know
Bro,
what I'm
It
saying?
ain't a lot of
Josh.
people
Today's
messing with
time.
them, but
But you
he
got
could do
but
what
then the
C.J. Stroud doing, and
but
C.J. Stroud nice,
them the
right?
top dogs though.
He could do what
No,
he could do what C.J. Stroud doing.
no, he get
I
paid
don't
for
know
an
about
autumn
that
boy
one.
for a
man,
reason.
CJ Stroud is
He
way
could.
better than Deshaun Watson.
For
No,
sure.
he's
For
Yes,
not.
No, he's
he
not,
is. He
yes,
dog.
went to the playoffs his
Y'all
rookie
is
season.
crazy,
He
man.
went to
Come
the
on,
playoffs
bro.
his rookie season.
Don't let Deshaun Watson a little bad season he had and get hurt in the injuries
bro, the
Bro,
money
make y'all
CJ
forget
Stroud
who
that
he
nigga.
was.
over, bro.
CJ
Bro,
Stroud
they
that
paid
nigga.
him all
The
that money for a reason,
listen,
dog. He
listen,
Yeah.
wasn't
Rome,
really like
listen,
that.
Rome, listen.
Because
The
he
Browns
was
fans was
hot then
cheering
though,
when
bro.
he got hurt,
He
bro.
Because
He's
he
a
was playing
he was
bum.
garbage. He's
hot
coming off
that
an end. He was playing
shit.
garbage. But what I'm saying is he knows how to play the football. He knows how to play football at the NFL level. If I gotta pick anybody in that locker room, I know Flacco ain't gonna do it because he already said he don't do that. So I'm just
Bro,
saying,
with that stigma,
Deshaun Watson, take my boy under your wing, teach him what you know.
with that
Obviously,
stigma
You
Shador don't
behind
got to
it,
take everything
I don't
from
want
him.
Shedeur nowhere
he,
near him.
So who
Yeah,
you want him
Uh,
near
he
then?
so,
ain't
Kenny Pickett?
he ain't gonna
nobody
do
just
that.
ball himself.
No,
No, bro. You got
now,
to learn
so,
from somebody. You can't learn
now
No.
yeah,
yourself.
this is the thing that you got
call
to
up
look at.
Mike Blake.
Well, we showed this list of all these quarterbacks that done played for Cleveland. Deshaun Watson might show him what not to fall into, what traps not to fall into. Like, bro, I did this, I did that, I did it, and I still fell into this hole. Like, he might teach him how to protect himself. Because look how many quarterbacks have came into Cleveland and was forgotten.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's like
Okay.
you gotta lead, you gotta
I don't got no
took
pushback.
some guys under your wing as far as like the top dogs that you know what I'm saying doing shit the right way. You feel me? Like no off the field issue. Like I wouldn't listen to nobody that got some off the field issues, bro. Like
No, I'm talking about just like the quarterback game. Not,
I
I'm
know
not
he can
necessarily
he can
mean like how to be a pro. I'm just talking about there's nobody else on that team aside from Joe Flacco
but he been doing this his whole life though.
who could teach him the
Jerome,
Yeah.
quarterback game at the NFL level better than Deshaun Jackson.
bro,
I
he
mean
been doing
Deshaun
this.
Watson.
Look,
It's the reason he's so successful, bro, is because he did his shit his way. Why
But
would
you
he
know
been
who's
doing this
more
shit since high
successful than
school?
him?
Since high school, since college, and now the NFL, bro. Don't try to
But you
like you
know
know
who is more successful than him?
who.
Deshaun Watson,
then
bruh.
who?
Exactly.
No,
Nah,
listen,
bro.
Yeah, what
listen.
do you mean, dog?
Deshaun,
Oh
Dog,
my
I'll tell you,
gosh,
Deshaun
bro.
No
Who?
hub,
Watson.
bro.
I'm
No
not
he
hub.
letting
was he
Deshaun
was a
Watson for
rookie of the
no
year.
guidance, bro.
He was rookie of the year, and he won a national title. Come on, y'all, stop playing. He beat Alabama for the
Was
national
he ever
title.
a
When
leader though?
he
Was
beat
he ever a
Yeah, he
Alabama,
was a
leader?
leader.
dog.
Did you
You
see
know what I
Deshaun
mean?
Watson? Hold
Like
on, Rand. Did you see Deshaun
he
Watson at
obviously
Clemson
showed.
and
Wait,
Houston?
wait a minute, wait a minute. He obviously showed the team that he's not a leader based on his decisions off the
Yeah, his
So,
field.
off the
Ryan,
hold
I
on,
would
hold
you
want
on,
know how
Rand.
many NFL
I would
players that
want him
messed
Wait,
to
up off the
hold
field?
on,
nowhere
hold on,
near
y'all.
him.
Let me do this with Rand. Rand, when he was at
What?
Clemson, was he a leader?
No,
Just,
I'm saying
No,
off the
that's what I
answer
just
the
field,
tried.
off
question,
the
I
Rand.
tried
field
to say
stuff.
that.
Stop,
I tried to
stop
answer that.
ducking,
He was
Rand.
a
Answer the question,
player.
dog.
He was a good player, but we don't know if he was the leader.
What at
He was the
Clemson?
quarterback of the team,
Nah, he
dog.
was
Come
a
on, dog. He was the quarterback
Come
of the
on,
That
team.
don't mean that don't
you
mean
bugging on that
nothing,
one,
bro.
Rand. At Clemson,
That
dog, he
don't
was
mean
the
nothing.
leader.
he was the leader.
He was the leader, but I'm not as far as NFL goes. I'm not looking for him as guidance, bro. I'm gonna go talk to Lamar and all them niggas.
I
Like you
wouldn't
know what I'm
want
You
saying?
him
can't, Bucky. That's what
nowhere
I'm trying to
near
He
explain to
near
can.
you.
him.
You got
Lamar
to
can
do
take him
with
under
the
his
people
wing,
that's
bro.
on your team, bro.
No, you don't. You can
Yes,
text and
you
FaceTime them
Lamar
and
do.
all the
Deshaun was
time,
on the same level
Bro,
when he was at Houston.
So, well,
bro.
hey, hold on.
You can
Let
FaceTime
me do
them
this.
and talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like
Bro,
you
they
ain't
not
gotta
in the
go
Let me,
get
meeting
straight
hey,
with
with you,
y'all
bro.
college.
that's
give
why
me and Rand a
Houston
second, y'all.
moved
Give me
on.
and Rand a second, dog. Give me and Rand a second.
Uh
So,
huh.
so Rand, his first year in the league when he was rookie of the year,
Uh
was he a
huh.
leader then?
Might have been. So why did Houston get rid of him?
All right.
Man, this
So
guy's still on subject, man.
he played a
No, it's
lot of
not.
good seasons.
No, it's
Hold on,
not.
I got you, Rand. I got you. I'm gonna answer your question. See how you answer me a
Mhm.
question? Watch how I
Yeah, go
answer.
ahead.
All right, he played some good seasons. He put up some hella stats. He
Mm-hmm.
was having like some of the best seasons out of all the quarterbacks in the NFL when he was down there. But they
Uh-huh.
still kept losing, and they weren't bringing in the right kind of pieces. They brought in one coach to lose games, to fire him so they could get a higher pick. Like they was telling the coach, if you win so many games, we're gonna fire you. So, and he still won a game at the end of the season, and they fired him. So he was going through that. He was like, "Look, man, I'm out of here, dog. I want to get traded." When he asked for a trade, that's when all this stuff popped up about these girls. So,
Mm-hmm.
how do we know was this really a thing? Was
So
this
when
really a thing?
so when he asked for trade, then all these allegations popped up.
Yes.
So they obviously knew about it.
Hey,
No.
Tiger, I got a question to you after you get done
You
with your
understand?
conversation.
No. That don't mean they obviously knew they was
Why
trying to
not?
use this to keep him there. So, like, they don't want no teams that want to touch him. We're gonna keep you here. You are a quarterback. We ain't gonna let you go nowhere. We'll muddy your name so no team don't want to mess with you. You're gonna have to stay here.
I don't know. I see it. I see it the other way. I mean, quarterback, allegedly doing what he did. He's obviously not a leader of men because he's selfish.
All
Is,
right.
is
You
Mike is
understand?
Mike Vick a leader of men?
No, wasn't then. He is now.
Mike Vick ain't
So,
assault women neither, bro. He just fought some
I know I
dogs.
got a question. Please let me ask this. Let me
uh,
ask
Go
him a
ahead,
question.
Bucky.
All
Go
right.
ahead,
Go ahead.
Will.
No. Bucket, bro.
I mean, Bucky, go ahead, Bucky.
All right. So I'm gonna ask y'all this question, and I'm gonna ask Tiger this question. All right. So look, you know how Shedeur got off the field issue. I mean, not off the field issue, but you see how they scrutinized him coming into the NFL, right?
Hmm.
Why would I go under under a wing of a guy that got sexual assault charges on him? Why would I look for him for guidance? They already look at me in a bad light. Why would I go hang out with him? Why would I go learn from him? I'm gonna go learn from somebody that my dad has talked to, or somebody that's in the NFL right now with no off the field issues that's successful right now. Why would I go talk
Hmm.
to Deshaun Watson? Y'all answer me
Man,
that.
you must think he in high
If the
school,
NFL
dog.
already looking at
You
me in a
can't.
bad eye,
You spend all of your time with your teammates. The reason
it
I
don't have to
said
be them though.
Deshaun Watson,
It don't have
because
to
I
be them.
said out of the quarterbacks in that room, not out of the quarterbacks in the NFL, out of the quarterbacks in that room, Deshaun Watson should take him under his wing. You act like he got access to Lamar Jackson and where Lamar
He
could
do.
be in a
He
meeting
do.
with him
He
and he got
do.
a question
He,
about something, he could be like, yeah, do this.
bro, Lamar
No,
be
bro,
liking
that's not
Coach
how it
Prime pictures.
works.
I'm pretty sure he's connected with them, bro.
But he
Bro,
can't
Man,
do Bucky. You know,
Shador's
man. You
Rolodex
you
is
you got to be
crazy.
a
joking right now,
FaceTime
right,
call can amount to anything. Just having a
bro? A
conversation over the
team,
phone
a
can help.
quarterback playing a different in the same division as you on another team. You think he gonna help you learn your playbook? Come on, man. Let's be for real.
I
I ain't
don't
saying learn
think
pay.
he.
That's what you got
That's what
coaches
I'm
for.
talking about when
That's
I
what you
Here's
say
got
the
take him under
coaches
the
problem.
for, though.
wing,
That's what
help
you
him
got coaches for.
understand the
No,
quarterback
man.
position.
Like, no, it's good to lean on a vet that's in the same room as you. That's what you're
But
trying to
why
say.
would you lean on him though? Out of all people,
That's who
because
Jerome is. That's who. Hold on. That's who Jerome is stating. But it's not a bad point because Deshaun Watson was just a star QB.
He's
He
played at a
wanted,
high level in the NFL, man. And I,
yeah,
I would say Flacco, but
and very
Flacco
good
ain't
at
trying
it
to look
too,
at a mentor nobody.
and very
all
good
right.
at it.
So I got this right here. All right, little Bucky. I want you to answer this question, little Bucky. Besides Deshaun Watson, the guys in the room, who should Shedeur turn to for leadership?
I wouldn't say nobody. But if you said somebody on the team, I'd say Flacco.
All right, Flacco has already came out and said, I ain't helping nobody. So who's
He
next?
said that with Lamar Jones. He said it
Coaches,
with Lamar Jackson. He didn't say that with
coaches.
Shador.
Shador should be in the
Dog,
coach's pocket.
He said that with
You could do
he said that
both.
with Lamar Jackson. He didn't say that with Shador.
dog, a lot of these vets that's trying to stay in the league, they feel like that's not my job to help you take my
They're
job.
not helping them. Right.
Yeah. So
But
all right,
We don't
but
know.
so all
he
right,
has
Bucky.
support
So
though.
so who's the next guy?
Bro, I'll say my pops, bro. If I'm Shador, I'm saying my
Bro,
pops.
your pops run a whole D1
Yeah,
program,
he
dog.
got a whole
And your
program. He
pops ain't
recruiting.
in the
So what?
quarterback
He still
meetings
had
with
time to
you.
talk to them. What?
Dog, we
But
You
let
talking
me
about
He's
ask
in
y'all
also
house.
not
this.
a
Let
quarterback.
me ask y'all this. Do you think if he has any questions or needs some advice that he can't just open his phone and just talk to anybody
Bro,
that's
that's what I'm saying,
associated with your
Ren.
Yeah.
program?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
What
no.
y'all
saying.
bro,
missing,
that's not how it works, bro.
He
Y'all
don't
is
have to
tripping,
necessarily
Bro,
bro.
do it off somebody off the team, bro. Y'all trying to
dog.
go off the old
Man,
school way of it.
you want somebody that's in the same room as you on the same team.
But you could talk to your
but that's
receivers, your
that's
Obviously,
linemen.
you
You know
can.
what
We
I'm
talking
saying?
about the quarterback
that's in the
position,
perfect
Dog,
dog.
world,
Y'all,
man.
y'all
dog,
making this
it's
too serious.
small
Y'all think I'm
thing
like,
that the
go ahead.
quarterbacks know that they got to deal with that everybody else don't understand and don't see. So the only person that can really teach him that has been through this, that's talked to these same coaches and all this kind of stuff, is Deshaun Watson. He got the most experience with his coaching staff, and he's played in the system. He's been in that city for years. He got the most experience.
Bro, I'm
But,
leaning towards
but
my OC, bro. If anything, I'm talking to my OC. And the
Of
OC gotta
course, the
have that connection
coaches
with
are a
him.
You do
part of it,
both. You
bro.
do
We
both.
talking about a player.
but
No, it
You
don't
do
have to
both.
be
listen.
a player. Y'all just want it to be a
Oh
player.
my god,
You
Uh,
do
Watson
you,
y'all,
both.
y'all, y'all took this too
Watson's
far.
fighting
Stretch
up
it
for
out.
his career. What
Listen, y'all took
what
this too far. Stretch it out. One, y'all disrespected Deshaun Watson,
Bro,
which is
nobody cares about
crazy.
Deshaun
no we not.
Washington. I
No we
swear
yeah.
not.
nobody
Bro,
cares about Deshaun
Deshaun
Washington.
Watson is nice. Always been nice.
To you.
He all right.
He
To
Not to the
did
fan
everybody,
more.
dog.
He
He
base.
did
beat
more
Not
than.
Alabama,
to the
bro.
actual fan. The Browns hate him.
Who
When he
cares
when
who
he
they
got
hate and who
hurt
they like,
before
Because
bro?
the
Them the
Browns
real
Browns
feel
ain't.
like,
They
hey,
before
don't
he
know
got
nothing
hurt.
about a good quarterback.
Them
They
the
ain't had
real
one in
fans.
30
You not a
years.
real fan of the Browns. They is. They've been watching them since the yay
Who
high.
cares? We talking about who's best for Shador. I don't care about the damn Brown fans. What the
They
yeah,
hell?
hate him.
Well, I
the
care about the
Browns just
Brown
mad because
fans.
he got all that money and he ain't produced. That's why they mad.
But look,
Yeah, I
Tiger,
don't care
look,
about them. I'm talking
Tiger,
about
look.
who can help Shador the most.
But look,
The OC.
Watson is coming off a serious injury, right? He's fighting for his career. You think he's going to look back and help the dude that's going to ultimately place him?
All right, Rand, let me catch you
I
up on
would not
speed,
trust
Rand.
that, huh?
Red
Let me
got a
catch
good
you up
point
on
though. You
speed,
got to
Rand.
you
Watson
listen,
know
bro.
he
He got a good
done,
point.
dog. They
Dog,
already came out and said it.
it's a wrap for him. He's not gonna play another down for Cleveland. They just gonna Have him on the roster until they figure out how they gonna get rid of it.
Okay, you made our
Okay.
point. He not gonna be there, so why should I look at him for advice?
Because he
Bro,
You
y'all
has
just made
can't
our
be
knowledge.
this
point.
slow,
You
dog.
just
Y'all
made our
Because
point.
can't.
he has knowledge. He got more knowledge than everybody else in the building that plays his position of what how that
Tiger.
organization does
If
stuff.
But
I know I'm leaving, if I know I'm getting replaced, I ain't gonna talk to none of y'all.
So,
Oh
all right,
my
so look,
god.
let me give y'all some game
How
on
you know
Deshaun
Deshaun
Watson.
Watson want to talk to
Let,
Shedeur? How
let me
y'all
give
know
you
that?
some game on Deshaun Watson. The reason why he didn't go to Georgia and why he went to Clemson. He asked
he black.
Kirby. He said, he
That's
said, "Hey,
college, bro.
can I go home and work out?" Because he stayed like an hour away from Clemson and maybe like 45 minutes away from Georgia. He said, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
can I go home in the summertime and work out with my old teammates when we got downtime?" Georgia told him no. Clemson told him yeah. So he wanted to go back to help his old high school teammates. That's the kind of guy he was. That's why he went to
He
Clemson
was.
He
because
was. You
Clemson,
don't know what he
and
like in
he
the
and he
NFL.
still is that guy.
Okay.
Y'all don't understand when he wanted to get traded from a city, dog. They tried to smear his name. I'm gonna switch up and I'm gonna show y'all a little something real quick. The Tory Lanez situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was going in on Tory Lanez. Now
Mm-hmm.
all the stuff is coming out now. Tory Lanez, the reason why he didn't testify and say anything in court, because he was like, I'm trying to protect Megan and the other girl, I think her name Kelsey. He was like, I'm trying to protect them because I ain't want Kelsey to go to jail. So I'm not finna testify that I seen him shoot her or nothing. And that's why he didn't test the gun. So he was like, ain't no way I'm gonna go to jail. I don't got no fingerprints, nothing on the gun. So I can't go to jail. I
I
don't gotta
think
say
every,
nothing
I
because
think everybody knew.
I don't want to put them in jail, right?
I think
So he
like
was
I
trying
think
to
everybody knew we all knew that he ain't shooter.
but I had a lot of people arguing me left and right that he scum of the earth and all this kind of stuff. So, but when Tory was trying to show everybody how to make a lot of money, because y'all got to remember this was during COVID. Tory was making like $3 million a month live streaming, and when he dropped his album, he was telling everybody, "Look, we don't need the record labels no more. We can go around the record labels." So they did the same thing. They did the same thing. They put out a campaign to knock him down so he can't teach these other rappers how to get this bread unless they go through the record labels. So y'all got to
All right.
understand just because
Mhm.
people come out and speak bad on your name, that don't mean that's who you are. You have bigger people that's behind you that's trying to muddy your name.
I get that. I get that. But if Deshaun Watson wouldn't have put himself in that position, right, we wouldn't be talking about this, right?
So you
About
never
him
made a
being a leader.
mistake before, Rand, is what you saying.
No, no,
We
no,
ain't made no
no, no.
sexual
Hey,
assault charge. That's a
Fifteen
different
of
Actually,
story.
hold on, Rand and Bucky. That's a question for you all. You all realize
yeah.
that Deshaun Watson has never been charged, indicted, or arrested, correct?
He in the NFL. What you think
Because you
gonna
guys are
Right.
happen? They
talking
That's
finna
almost
they
like
finna
that's
cover
almost
that
something.
up.
talking,
They finna
huh?
cover that up. That's the NFL. They'll cover that
No,
up.
no, no, no,
Just like they
Bucky.
cover up
No,
them car crashes.
Answer the
Them,
question. You realize that
they
he's never been arrested, right?
do you realize
Was
none of these wide receivers ain't never been arrested, right?
Okay, so you
what
right?
you
answer the
mean?
question.
The wide receiver
Was he
for the Raiders in jail right now. What
Ruggs
you
in
talking
Money,
jail
about?
right
money
now.
talk, money
was he
talk, bro.
in the massage parlors?
No. All right. So
Man.
y'all remember y'all?
Was he
All
in
right,
there?
hold on, hold on, because I gotta address this for Bucky for you can understand.
They
I
deflecting.
remember Ray Rice's
Mm-hmm.
wife said she wasn't pressing no charges, and she still married that man. Did he ever play another down in the league?
Nope.
Tiger, you could be a good
No.
person, right? You could be a good person, but still make mistakes, right?
But what we saying, Rand, is they don't really have hard evidence. Some of these women that testified against him, they did business with him multiple times. So if
They
he's
did
making
what?
you feel this, if he's making you feel this way, you can decline his services again. Why are you doing it multiple times?
Man, he don't think he
Yeah.
paying them, bro. Go on, bro. Y'all gotta think
Uh,
me out
Yeah.
here, bro.
he's
Bro,
the
bro.
he's the leader of your football team.
Hold on. This made perfect sense. I'm glad you brought this up because AJ Brown just started talking about this stuff not too long ago. That viral interview that he just got done talking to with some like I think like 19-year-olds or whatever. He just had an interview with them young kids talking about this situation. Like, come on, bro. Money talk. You have your mind is swept up when you get certain money, bro.
Money don't always talk, bro. That's what you young brothers don't understand.
Majority of
Rand,
it
I
do.
can't
Yes, it
I
believe
does.
you up here saying that.
I ain't saying he
Look
guilty.
at
I'm
P
Go
saying
Diddy. You don't
watch
think he
that
got no
AJ Brown
money?
interview. Go watch that
You
AJ
don't think
Brown
you don't
interview.
think
That's
he
all
had
I'm
no
gonna say.
money? You didn't think
Who?
Tory Lanez had no money?
He did,
Money
but
don't always talk, bro. That's what I'm trying to
but you,
tell you.
he
Money
going
don't
against Rock
always
Nation
talk.
though. He going against Rock Nation though. That's a
Money
whole different
don't
ball game.
always talk, bro.
And
That's
he
a
was
whole
going
different
against
ball.
he was going against the Houston Texas.
Yeah. Anyways,
So
what I was
so
saying
if
is, if Deshaun Watson was a real one, he'd take Shedeur under his wing, teach him what he know about playing the quarterback position in the NFL, dog. He's
Yeah,
gonna be there every day. He in the same facilities, working out, same shit. He can show Shedeur some things if he a real one. That's all I'm saying. And I think he is, and I think he will.
Well,
and
until that video come out of them hanging out, smiling together, whatever, I
I don't
believe
even need to
that
see no
Shador
video.
is
I don't
out
need to
there
see no
working with the
evidence of it.
receivers,
I
working
just
with the
want it
O
to happen.
linemen, ain't bumping with none of the quarterbacks. Y'all not finna take my spot. I'm taking the spot. This is my team. We finna lead. You know what I'm saying? That's how he. I know that's how he thinking, bro. He like
Ooh,
I'm locked in with the O lineman. I'm locked in with receivers, bro. Shador.
man, it's the NFL,
yeah,
dog.
Man, what are you talking
it's,
yeah.
about?
it's a
uh,
whole different
For the
league, dog.
Hey,
This
he's
ain't
he's
college, bro.
but
Shador
listen,
is
Bro, he's
way
not
smarter
worried
than
about
that.
no quarterback on that
Sh-
team, bro.
You
now
tripping?
they
listen,
have
Shador
meetings.
has been raised to be a professional quarterback. He has
It's the
been
reason he been a
raised.
starter all his life, bro.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm telling you. So
hey, so why did Deshaun Watson get this big old contract, bro? After all these allegations,
Cause he had one
Bucky,
good
this
year.
this is for Bucky and Rand.
He
Why
had
did he
one
get
good
this
year.
big deal?
He had one good year on the Browns.
he got
one good
he
year.
got
Oh my
he
No,
got
god.
the big deal because his
He said on the
play.
Browns, he got it before he
no,
even played the
hold on, y'all.
snaps.
Let them answer this question. Bucky and Rand, why did he get this big deal?
Because he was hot at the time. He was hot.
But I thought he had a lot
But
of allegations at the time.
no, but that was after, right? After he went to the Browns, then the stuff started coming out.
No, you wrong, Rand. No,
See
you
Wrong
y'all,
wrong.
what?
see y'all just
See,
trying to
y'all
write
I don't
your
speaking
know.
on
research,
stuff
I don't
y'all
bro.
don't
know.
even
I don't
know,
know.
dog.
Bro,
What's wrong?
listen. They had to. Nah, I
Now,
just
Rand,
think that if
I just
if
told you he asked for a
what?
trade in Houston, and then that's when all this stuff came out. Now you saying this after he got to the.
But
Come on,
listen,
bro. We just said this.
but no, but what I'm saying is, if he was that good and he was such a leader, why did the Texans let him out the room?
Dog, that's why the girls came out because they was trying not to let him out the room. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
How can you try not to let him out the room?
Because if you dirty his name, a lot of franchises won't touch him.
I
Same way they
I
just tried not to
I
let Shador in the NFL. Like it's easy, bro.
So
I
hold on,
get
little bucket. Why did he just get this big mega deal after all these girls came out against him? If he's not that guy, why was he one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league?
Bro, I say he had one good game on Houston, bro. And then when they went to the Browns, that's when it all went downhill, bro.
You
So
when
said
they
he had
so
went to the
one good
Browns,
One
game.
good
then
At,
game.
everybody came
at
out.
Houston.
One good game.
so all right, so Bucket, your logic is he had one good game. He got all the allegations come out
I'm
against
sorry,
him.
one good year. I'm hot. I'm hot. One good year. I'm tripping. I'm
Okay,
tripping. I'm tripping.
okay. He had one good year where he was a rookie of the year, and
Yeah,
then all these girls came out against him, and he still ended up signing a record-breaking deal.
Yeah, they thought he
but
was there.
but they
He became out of
but
not
they
being
was
there.
coming out after he
No,
left. Now
stop,
now
stop
no
saying that, Ren. We just
I
clarified that
it
for the
it
second
might have
time
been one or
this
two, but
happened when he
most
asked
of them
for a
came out
trade.
after he
What? Stop talking, Ren, because you going back saying stuff that we already clarified. He asked for a trade while he was at Houston. When he asked for the trade, that's when the girls came out. Why we ain't
right.
understanding it?
But you don't think that the Houston Texans knew what he was doing, but while he was there?
So you trying to say the Houston Texans are a bad organization?
No, I didn't say that
Yes, you
either.
are, because you
I
saying
said
so.
I
You
said no,
what
no.
you
I
saying right
said,
now,
do you
what you
no,
saying, Rand, is dog. This
that
is
was
what you
actually
saying, dog. What you saying, Rand, is they knew this man was out here doing stuff, foul to women, and they was just overlooking it. That's what you saying.
No, I'm asking you a hey question. I said, do you think the Houston Texans knew what he was doing while he was with the Texans?
Dog. When he asked for the trade, that's when all this stuff came out. So what we saying is that what Boosie said, he never got arrested, he never got charged for none of this stuff. So how do we know this was actually happening? Because why he never get arrested?
Because he was doing it. He was playing them well, and they thought maybe that he can get away with it, or they didn't believe it,
Hey,
You
can I say
paying
one thing?
quarterback that much money who can't play.
He had a
huh?
sexual assault charge in 2020 or allegation, and he went off during his time in Houston in 2020. So they definitely knew.
Yeah.
But listen what I'm saying, because y'all done blew this out of proportion. Regardless of
No, he
what
didn't.
Deshaun Watson done did off the field or whatever the hell he got going on, can he play quarterback? Yes.
No, no, no,
Can
no,
Used to,
no.
used to, used to.
can he
Your
teach Shedeur
quarterback needs
Sanders
to be a
how to play
leader, a
quarterback at the
leadership.
NFL level?
That's
He can.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's all I'm
Leadership.
saying. That's all I'm saying. Can he
No,
teach him how to
I'm
play
saying
quarterback?
leadership.
What do you need a leader, man? Everybody's not a
When
leader, Rand. You keep saying
when you
leadership,
need a
leadership,
leader,
leadership.
bro,
Everybody's not a
that's the
damn leader,
NFL.
man.
We talking about
Best of the
X's and
best.
O's, Rand. We talking about
Yeah,
him
teaching him the
teaching
game.
Shador how to show the protections, how to read blitzes, how to understand what his hot route is, like how to read
Exactly. He can
the
go to
play
somebody
clock.
else
That's
for
not.
leadership
Well,
if
Shador
that's
just
what you're
said what
so concerned
yesterday.
about.
Shador said yesterday that he's talking to Deshaun Watson in the room. He said it's cool talking
Perfect.
to him. So
I
that's
think
his
that's
quote.
just. I think that's just for like for the fans and people to
Of
know. Like he
course,
looking at them. I don't
of
think he really
course.
doing that shit for real.
What?
That-
Come on,
that's
bro.
what
He
that's what
what?
Shador
Why did
said
Don't
Deshaun
yesterday.
say
Watson didn't
shit,
do
buddy.
anything, bro? You see how much money he just had it up on the screen. You see how much money he do for to get paid, no matter what he do. He don't give a damn about none of that. He paid.
Bro, they already looking at Shador in like a bad eye, bro. He got to say everything right for these folks, bro.
Who's looking at Shador in a bad eye?
You know who is
Nobody
the
on the Browns is. Everybody on the Browns
the
rocking with
GMs,
Shador.
the execs. You know they looking at him the
Now,
wrong way.
now
Everybody
he
on the
is.
Browns rocking with Shador, at least from the player standpoint.
Yeah, because he balling it out on the practice field. That's why
Man, that's all I'm saying, dog.
they ain't care about him before they drafted him. They ain't
They
care about him
draft,
when they drafted him.
Not
hey,
the
but they
When
play.
he
We talking
start
but
about the
they
balling out
draft,
in
players, bro.
practice,
I'm
but
talking
they
about the
did
that's when
draft him.
players.
that's when they cared.
But they
I'm talking
did
about the
draft him.
players. I don't care about any of the other stuff. Back to my point. All I'm saying is, and I don't know why the hell we spent so much time on this. Deshaun Watson, if you listening to this, take my boy Shador under your wing and teach him the X's. Oh, teach him what you know. He might not get everything from you. He might got to get some stuff from Flock or whatever, but teach him what you can. Give my boy whatever game you can give him because you got to find somebody that's in that same quarterback room as you. He not finna be FaceTiming Lamar Jackson, asking
No,
him
I ain't.
what he's supposed to do when they run this damn defense. Find somebody in the room and get some help, and I think it should be Deshaun Watson.
Hey, at first, I like how y'all changed it up because at first y'all said guidance. Now y'all saying X's and O's. But we
Yeah,
understand what you're saying now.
No, I
yeah.
said teach him the game, bruh.
Yeah,
What do
that's
you
what we said the
mean?
whole
Bro,
time.
Y'all said
I've
y'all
been
said
said that's
he
what
guidance
ain't
I
at
got no
started
first.
with.
problem with
Teach
Y'all
him the
said guidance
game.
at first.
the game. I mean, the game is ain't the issue. It's being a pro at that level.
Ran, you already said it.
Who?
He know how to do that. His dad done raised him to
No,
do that.
I
You know what his
said
dad didn't
he's
raise him to
not gonna
do?
have a
He
problem with
don't
the
know how to
X's and
play
O's.
quarterback in the
Hey, Boosie,
NFL.
am I tripping? Am I tripping, Boosie?
His dad don't know how to play quarterback in the NFL. My first statement was Deshaun Watson need to take Shador Sanders under his wing and teach him the game. Yeah, you is tripping. Put that weed down.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah, yeah. You
y'all know y'all said guidance at first. That's why I said talk to
Guidance. I don't
somebody
even
Yeah.
else.
use the word guidance, so I
yeah,
know
we
that we
One
just
of
ain't
know
gonna
y'all
give
guys,
him
used
dog.
guidance.
guidance,
I
bro.
said leadership.
Yeah, we
Leadership.
not can. I'm
Run it.
talking about X's and O's, bro. But let's
No,
move on
Hey,
to
so,
something else.
but
X and O's,
also
I say
so
OC.
y'all, so Rand and Bucky, y'all think that Shador is so gullible that Deshaun Watson can say, "Hey man, I know this nice spot we can go get some massage," and
Nah,
Shador gonna say, "Hold on, let me
that's
go
not
get my
him.
Tesla. We can go right now."
Let me
I
go
said
get
I
my
don't want him
baby
hanging
on.
out.
Come on, man.
That's y'all want him to
Nah,
hang out with him.
ain't nobody saying that.
Yeah, Shannon
Uh,
Sharp coming
Everybody
in, P.
say,
Diddy gonna get out on parole. We gonna all go together. Like what?
nah,
Hey
nobody saying
man,
that, man.